to the Love Life Now Foundation 10th Annual White Ribbon Day. You can say, this event supports the fact that there's so many men out here that are against domestic violence. However, all we hear mostly is women advocating around the issue. But tonight, you as men, you want to say no more as well, all right? And tonight we come together in solidarity with women in the room and women everywhere to show how we as men can do our part in our communities to raise awareness. I see someone doing a video earlier today, and that's one way of getting the word out there. We have Christy over there, that's getting that stuff out there at the same time. Tonight's event partially benefits the great work of some wonderful folks I've known for over 20-something years, AFAB, or should I say Association of Asian Women in Boston. They're located in Boston. Later on, you will hear from either probably you, Colleen. You'll be speaking at some point. Someone's going to speak. We want to hear exactly. All right? And we also would like to acknowledge our sponsors tonight. Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation is here. They are White Ribbon Night level sponsors. Right? And the other level White Ribbon sponsor we have is Northeastern Savings Bank. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. All right. And we have some family and community resources here, also known as FCR. And they are also a DV agency out of Brockton. Are they here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. And our other sponsors, community sponsors, include Town Fair Tire and Avon. Are they here?
No.
No. So they're supporting us. And we have Miss DJ Femme Fatale is here. She's with us. We have VE Digital Marketing. There. Fab Living Realty, where are they? That's right there. 360. Make sure you participate in this. All right, and we have a man with camera and Leverett Media's here. Throughout this evening, please remember to partake in our 50-50 raffle, and that's in the front desk right here. And we'll also give you a chance for the raffle for Town Fair Tire, or try the heel toe package we have over there as well, by Jadea Stanley. Here?
No.
And then I talked about however, when you participate in this, $5 will come to DV awareness effort for Love Life Now. Then you'll also share your pictures. If you follow this right here on that screen, you have all the hashtags for White Ribbon, WRNG, hashtag Men Against DV, hashtag Men Against Abuse, hashtag Love Life Now, hashtag LLN. When you share this up on social media tonight, all right? Before our featured speakers tonight, we would like to welcome the esteemed Plymouth County District Attorney, Tim Cruz.
Thanks so much. I wasn't prepared to be speaking, but it's great to be here tonight. It's great to be here at the 10th annual. I've been coming here for quite a period of time, and Laverne does a great job, and everybody that works so hard in our county and here in Norfolk County to make sure that they can try to help women who have dealing with all the problems of domestic violence. It continues to be a problem. It really doesn't matter what your zip code is. Domestic violence is everywhere. So we need to make sure we continue to help the people that are in those problems, get them out of those abusive situations, put them in a position where they can help themselves, help their children. And that's why I'm so glad to be coming here tonight, coming here with a lot of people from my office, making sure that we can promote that great idea that Laverne has. And I would say, please support Love Life. Please make sure that we continue to help the people that need the help the most. So thanks so much for having me here tonight.
Thank you so much. Somebody earlier asked me about where's the food? When are we gonna eat? I'm just looking at that person right here, right now. All right, folks, real quick, if you have a phone, we should always do, make sure you take pictures and share all night tonight. You could go live if you need to. All right? So the buffets will be open. You can go on both sides of the table to get your food, then get back to your table, then you'll hear from our speakers. All right? Thank you, DJ. Our first speaker, Michael Nunez. He's a resident of Brockton. He recently ran for council at large in Brockton. He has been a volunteer with Love Life Now for our quarterly homeless brown bag and care initiative. After losing his cousin to abuse, he has sought to become an ally around bringing more awareness around the issue, and we are honored he is with us tonight. Please welcome Mr. Michael Nunez.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank Laverne for putting this event together for all of us. So, my cousin Marissa Farrell, she was killed by her estranged boyfriend. She was killed by a gun in 2017. She was a very smart, loving young woman that wanted the best for everyone, even for the person that murdered her. As a senior in high school, with a 4.5 GPA and third in her class, she's getting ready to graduate from high school and attend Florida State University. To follow her dreams, and around that time she had appeared as a guest speaker at a TED Talk about teen pregnancy. She collected full can tax to donate to cancers and volunteered her time whenever she could. In seeking to be the best she could be, she got second in her class by trying so hard to get first, but when the aggressive stalking took place, took a toll on her and dropped her to third in the class. She started to become stressed out because her had started showing some signs of crazy violence, which first started with her going to her school, slashing her tires, and setting her car on fire. But that one situation was enough for Larissa. She tried to get away from him, but because they had a child together, the laws made it very difficult for her. She asked the judge for a restraining order, but she was only granted an injunction. And after some time that passed, Larissa was able to completely move on. She was 2 weeks away from prom, graduation, and moving into her dorms. But when the unimaginable happened on May 11, 2017, our family received the worst news ever, that our baby cousin had been murdered. She was shot in the head while holding a nephew in one hand and the phone in the other, the police. I remember that day like it was yesterday. That was the first time ever in my life I fainted. And the anger that I had, it can't be summed up into words. That anger only made it worse, and after coming to realization, that anger was not going to change the outcome. I began to understand that we as men, have to be the change. When I say we, I'm talking about all of us, and the men in this room, statewide, and around the world. I'm using my voice alongside Love Life Now, and wherever else I can, because I want to be part of the solution and in domestic violence against women and girls. Today I'm here to tell the men that are part of the problem, that we are watching and will seek to protect our women. Men who are against abuse will not tolerate aggression towards them. We will make it very uncomfortable for young women that acts to be considered business as usual. I stand here with all you now, ready to add my voice in movement and take the white day with a pledge. Continue to bring awareness to domestic violence and remember to my beautiful cousin, as well as also who has been taken too soon. I would like to leave you with some words from a song that you like or know. And it goes, since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and our game from a woman, wonder why we take from a woman, why do we rape our woman, why do we hate our women? I think it's time to be real to our women, try to heal our women. If we don't, we'll have a race of babies, we'll hate the ladies who make the babies. And since a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman, we ain't nowhere to create one. Tupac Shakur. Thank you guys.
Right. It's a different night. 10 years doing this, and we always hear about those stories that are on TV all the time. But this is home. This is people that we know. This is people we're eating with. This is people that do walks with, do fundraisers with. This is real. Okay, it's not rehearsed. People are hurt out there. They will do have a voice. They need to stand up. Right? Rest in peace, Big Real. Our next speaker is J. Sean Marjorie. Born and raised in Roxbury, he himself was exposed to domestic violence, as well as poverty and crime. But after high school and having his first child at the age of 20, he went on to obtain his medical assistance certificate from the Catholic Institute. He quickly realized, however, that was not the life he wanted and started chasing his dream of becoming a rap artist. It's pretty good too. He traveled the country, successfully doing so, and had collaborated with hip-hop legends such as Jada Kiss and Conway the Machine. Before his sister's untimely murder, he was close to making a huge splash in the music industry. 1 month before her death, he was set to release his first album, but things came to a screeching halt for him and his family in the late 2019 with their tragic loss, and this landed him in a deep depression. Then the pandemic ensued, and a few months later, and during the quarantine, he was lost. But one day, heard a story about a man that had lost his entire family in a car crash in Florida, which brought him to tears. He further listened to the story about how resilient this man was despite his tragic loss. His courage to stay strong, subsequently started a foundation in their memory, inspired him to want to do the same thing to help other families dealing with the same pain he was experiencing. He is now in the process of creating the Jemiah Marjorie Foundation and hashtag Mimi Movement in memory of his sister. He was still much involved with music. His main purpose now is to share his sister and other victim stories to try to help bring more awareness to the epidemic that is domestic violence. Please welcome Mr. J. Sean Marjorie.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
You know, today's everybody's kind of looking sad right now. I want y'all to liven up. Man. Today's a celebration, you know, for all the victims, every woman that's going through it. And this month is Women's History Month, you know. So first of all, let's get a round of applause for all the women that's in this room. To the victims, my beautiful sister right there, as well as Michael's cousin. Good evening, everyone. My name is James J. Sean Madry, but everybody calls me J. Sean. I'm the older brother of Jamia Madry, who was taken at the hands of her abuser in October 2019. Jamia was more in this life than she ever knew. She was a sister, an aunt, a granddaughter, a friend, and most importantly, a daughter. Growing up in the tough neighborhood of Boston made her strong. Physically, she was 4'11" and 110 pounds, but mentally, she thought she was 6'5" and 250 pounds. She just didn't take or stand for any mess with anyone and believed she could handle any problem on her own. From the day she was born, February 22nd, 1992, she had been my best friend. Growing up, my mom also dealt with domestic violence as well as substance abuse. The whole time my mom dealt with her addiction, Jamia and I stuck together. It was each other's strength to get by. Even though she's gone, she is still my strength today because she continues to mean the world to me. I share my sister's story so that there won't be another Jamaica. Women, especially young females, need to know that DP is not normal and should not be accepted. Jamaica was like every other young female today who thinks that the treatment they are receiving is love, when in reality it is abuse. She loved music, going out on weekends. She loved having her nieces and little cousins over her house. She just loved life and was just starting to live it at the age of 27. She didn't get the chance to have her kids, but loved them and planned on having a few of her own. And that's what I miss the most. I have, nieces and nephews. But I share my sister's story because, I don't want another family, another brother to have to live with this pain. Some nights I go to sleep thinking about her. What was her last moments? Must have been like, was she scared? Did she try to call me for help? Why didn't she tell me what was going on at the time? By the time I look at the clock most nights, it's like 3 in the morning. I realize that I need to get some sleep. Then I wake up and I'm angry again at the fact that she's been taken from me and us. I can tell you, however, that I found a way to channel my frustration and anger. It's not my purpose to be my sister's voice, so that other women can get the chance to get out before it's too late or never into abusive relationships because they're able to learn from Jamila's story. We as men have to use our collective voices to let abusers in our circle know abuse isn't acceptable. You can also support women in your circle who might be going through this. When they open up to you, believe them, share resources, love life now, as an example. Call the cops to help them. Always do something, but don't ever stand by and do nothing. If you see something, always say something. We love you, Mimi. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay Shaw.
Hashtag Mimi Movement. All right? So this is how we get that word across and give other men permission to stand up. Sometimes we just wait for permission. We want to do it. We know it's wrong. We know we ought to do something, but we're waiting for other people to tell us it's okay to call. It's okay to make a loud noise. It's okay to knock on the door. It's okay to tell others that something's going on. You have permission. Our next speaker is originally from Somerville. Rob DeMille is a community outreach coordinator for Sunrise Detox. Since finding his own sobriety from drug abuse in 2015, he has worked in many positions in substance abuse treatment, finding the most rewarding to be advocacy for those in active addiction and alcoholism. Rob has also become a voice for his mother, who suffered in silence while dealing with domestic violence. He got involved with the Love Life Now Heal-a-thon to walk a mile in heels. He did that. I went there. I remember that. Good stuff. To raise, you walked in heels to raise awareness around the issue. Has appeared on local news alongside with Laverne to highlight his mother's story, and has been very vocal on social media about the ways others can seek help if experiencing abuse. Please welcome Mr. Rob DeMille.
Hi everybody, good evening. I'm Rob, I'm a grateful recovering heroin addict, but I'm also the son of Joan Demio. She was 60 years old when her abuser, he decided to get drunk on his 50th birthday and pick up a barbell and cave my mother's head in and leave her under a blanket in the carport of her home in Florida. My mother's best friend, they worked together, decided she was going to come and check on my mom because she was 30 minutes late coming back from her lunch break. When my mother's friend got there, she found my mother under a blanket, her head completely caved in, and a puddle of her own blood. She alerted the authorities pretty quickly, and those police officers were able to pick Farrick up at the local bar around the corner from the house with my mother's brain matter and blood still on his hands. When I first got connected with the Love Life Now Foundation, I was getting ready for my mother's murder trial. Love Life Now has given me a platform to be my mother's voice, and I'm extremely grateful for that. To help others just like my mother who was suffering in silence, just like I suffered in silence with my heroin addiction for years and years and years, too afraid to raise my hand and ask for help. I didn't realize how alike me and my mother really were. If I didn't have the Love Life Now Foundation or Laverne Gordon and any of this guidance to use my voice and speak up, I wouldn't have been able to stay clean through my mother's murder trial. My recovery date is December 29th of 2015. That easily would have went away if I wasn't plugged in with this foundation. It's been important to me since, since getting plugged in with Love Life Now to be an ally, to raising awareness against domestic violence and using my voice as a man. I've taken this White Ribbon Pledge over the years. I'm really grateful that we're all here in person this year. We as men should never, ever tolerate violence against women. And girls, I'm sorry, I'm reading off the thing, that's the worst. And as men, we have a responsibility to be more vocal about the stance that, with the other men in our circle, right? I'm also the father of a beautiful 5-year-old little girl, and that little girl's self-worth and protection is my legacy here. And, I'm a firm believer that if we want to implement change, we need to be that change. And in order to be that change, we need to walk and lead by example. And if we want to maintain that change, we've got to teach our young men coming up that, it's not okay. The way we speak, the way we talk, the things we listen to, the things we watch, right? And I really am, Laverne. I'm extremely grateful. And I can't sit here and tell you that, a needle wouldn't have gone in my arm if I didn't get plugged in with this foundation. And I know, today, being able to be vocal on social media, to have a social media following, and to be able to put content out there and to, help other addicts and bridge the gap between substance use disorder and domestic violence has been a huge win for me. And it really is what it's about. It's, helping others, break that silence and find the resources and the help that they need to move forward with their lives and get themselves out of the situations that I was in. I was battered, beaten, and broken, too scared to even find my way out of the situation. And to realize that me and my mother were so alike, it's just been a blessing to be involved. And I appreciate all of you guys for coming here and standing up and using your voice. And, it was told to me once that if everybody could put their hand on their chest, right? If everybody can follow, right, and feel that heartbeat, that's hope, right? And that's hope that we can all use our voice and we can help somebody else get out of the situation that they're in. So with that, I want to thank everybody here for coming and to continue to be loud. And, I'm Rob, I'm a grateful recovering addict and son. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rob. Again, permission to be creative, using your platform to give a voice, sharing your story, be honest with yourself. Sometimes we look at the man in the mirror, or the woman in the mirror, and we don't believe what we've done, what we think, and what we ought to do. But give yourself permission sometimes to do this. Right now it's an award presentation. A White Ribbon Night Ambassador Award presentation. This award is given to someone the foundation feel has used their voices to advocate against domestic violence. A male in the community that is not afraid to lend their voices and advocating for no more violence against women and girls, whether it's through social media, their day-to-day job, or through philanthropy. This year, we could not choose just one. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a huge round of applause to Love Life Now 2022's surprise White Ribbon Night Ambassador honorees, since they did not know prior to this. These awards go out to Mr. Michael Nunez, Mr. Jason Marvin, and Robert Willis. Keep the applause going, please. Ebony's one of our board members, and if you want to know about raffles, this is the person you need to see. Every year she's here supporting us. We have the 50-50 raffle, we have the table, we have the tote bags, town tire from Avon, okay? But right now you're about to do something special.
On Tuesday, September 25th, 2018, Antonio, our beloved board member, who you've been hearing from this evening, lost his daughter. Demaya Cornell Benazer Arundel, affectionately known as Maya, was only 17 years old a senior at Prospect Hill Academy Charter School, who's supposed to go to New York the week she left us to visit her college of choice. We decided to create the Maya Effect Scholarship Award in her memory that would go to a college senior who's just as passionate about DV awareness as Maya was or has been affected by the issue. If you or your company would like to donate to the scholarship each year, please email us at the following program. The award itself reads, the Samaya Carmel Belizier Arundel Award, 2001 to 2018, Maya Effect. It's in honor of those whose voices speak loudly, clearly, and with the spirit in all whose voices have been silenced. We celebrate, cherish, and hold you in high regard. Keep using your voice for those who cannot. We had a number of applicants send in essays, but the winning one was a unanimous vote. This year's winner of the $750 tuition scholarship is Teddy Giret. Unfortunately, Teddy's not here, so Antonio is going to accept on his behalf.
Thank you, folks. Again, Laverne, I love you. Period. For real. I think my community said it first. We all come from a woman. We need our woman. This woman gave me permission to celebrate the life of my daughter that was taken from me very early. Not taken, she lost her life unexpectedly in high school. And whenever we volunteered, we were doing bedding drives, walks. She's with us. She's always there. And I remember one quick story. She just read about Martin Luther King in middle school, elementary school, and she came home crying. She thought that they were going to kill me because the work I was doing, because you're doing something that's not properly put in the light. My dad's going to die. She cried the whole night, and I told her, you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you need to do, what you believe in. Until this day, I'm still doing this. I have. So, man, let's do this. Well, right now it's time for us to take the white ribbon campaign pledge. And I need all the men to come up here. All the men. All right, fellas. Talk about, we want permission, we want to speak out, we want to be loud. So opportunity to go right here, right now. From this day forth. I promise. That I will speak out against domestic violence. Sexual assault. To be a voice. In the community. And beyond. I got witnesses right here. Hold us accountable. We have to hold each other accountable. All right? This is all it takes. Say you're going to do something. We need to scare it that they might think you might pay a price for it. So we get that right. Some people pay the price for that. We lost sisters, mothers, cousins, and other people right now. And if you look at your watch right now, it's going on tonight, tomorrow morning, day after, celebration of St. Patrick's Day, all that kind of stuff. Something might happen. Okay? Let's give other people permission to do the same. All right? Thank you so much. Raffles. How's the raffle going? Get your tickets? All right. So listen, this is the part where You got my DJ? What's that DJ? We're going to take a little break real quick because it's been heavy, emotional. We want to light it up a little bit. Please. Let's give it something smooth. We can do two-step too. Don't forget to tip your bartender. Dave? Pay attention. There.